great environment with the student athletes and the team that we have here. It's kind of hard not to want to be around here. It's just a great team, great group of guys, girls, a lot of great attitudes, and it's just a fun place to be.
Because I practice this 2.5 hours a day. They're intense and they get hard, so having some of my teammates there to push me definitely makes a difference too.
I want a team that is a good team. I know that sounds cliche, but anytime we step on deck, I expect our team to be the best team on that deck. Whether we win, lose, anyone watching should know that we're the best team on that deck. And I think up to this point we have consistently been the best team on the deck. This team knows how to handle itself. They know how to support their teammates. They know what's expected of them. We try to take a holistic approach to what we do. I mean, obviously training the body is a huge part of this sport. Training the mind needs to be equally as important, because you can have a great athlete who trains really well and looks like they're going to be a superstar, but they get up on the blocks for a race that matters and they fall apart. They don't know how to deal with their emotions or the energy that they have.
Like a Wednesday or Thursday, we'll get a recovery when we're pretty broken down. So instead of just taking it as a day to just goof off or anything, what we'll do is a lot of times we'll spend the first, say, half hour of practice just kind of go over race strategy, kind of mental preparation, figure out what we want to be, going through our heads during the race and before the race, leading up to it. Because you can do all the physical work, but if you're not there mentally, then you're not going to have the kind of success that you could have.
Because diving is such a mental sport, and they'll stand on the board and they'll close their eyes for a couple seconds and visualize what they're about to do, and then they go and do it. Because if they're trying to think about what they're doing while they do it, it's not good.
Goal setting, self-talk, imagery, preparing for practice or preparing for a big meet. They are practicing these things. They're preparing themselves for the situations that they're going to encounter. And ideally, once we get to those things, they're prepared and they know how to handle everything.
Our big focus is our conference championship. That's what we can control. That's what we as a team have focused on and developed our mission statement about, is doing everything we can to be as good as we can be for our conference championship.
5 to 6 months, and we are training for a singular event in February, whereas some other teams may rest throughout the season for dual meets or for maybe a meet in December. We take the approach that we are focused on the important meet at the end of the year, and that is what we're going to train for. We're not going to sacrifice that training so that we can swim fast at a dual meet when it does not matter as much as the end result.
We're going to train, we're going to break ourselves down all season, so pretty much every day of practice, just we got to keep focused on what we're going to be doing in February come SUNYAC time. And you got to keep reminding yourself that, because there's going to be a lot of meets where you're not swimming nearly as fast as you could be, but you just got to buy into the program and know what the payoff's going to be at the end of the season, and that when you're rested and shaved down that you're going to be able to swim fast. And as long as you can believe in that, then come the end of the season, that's usually what happens, and we see some really fast times.
So just as they're not sure what's going to happen at the end, I don't really know either. I can make some pretty good guesses, and I'm usually pretty good at it, but we don't know until we see. I would expect us to swim very well at that meet, and with the numbers we have, we'll do as well as we can.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. Let's take a look at what's going on this weekend. And you know what? We ain't got no hockey for the rest of the season. We got finals coming up. They got finals too, don't they?
You would think.
You would think. So they're going to take some time to study. But coming up after Christmas break, the men's team is going to travel to Hamilton.
Before Christmas break.
Before Christmas break. I'm getting ahead of myself. Coming up on Friday, the team's going to travel over to Hamilton for a showdown with the Continentals. They're going to return on Saturday and welcome Hobart to the Campus Center Ice Arena. So there's your study break right there, kids. Also, men's and women's indoor track team heads north. They're going to compete in the St. Louis Invitational on Saturday afternoon.
And well, while all sports teams compete, most sports teams compete over winter break, but if you're staying in Oswego and you want to make, the trek up, men's hockey will cure your Oswego sickness. The men host the Pathfinder Bank Hockey Classic on January 2nd.
It's a mouthful.
Oh, you better believe it.
Hey.
They take on Connecticut College at 7 p.m. And, of course, the aforementioned duel with number 4 ranked Adrian takes place on January 8th. That'll be one to watch.
Yes, sir.
So that'll do it here for the semester on Laker Lowdown. Check us out next semester in the spring. We'll have all the highlights, the interviews, and clips you want to see of Oswego State Athletics. We want to thank Louis Carpella, our director, along with Jenna Wen and the rest of our crew. That about does it, right?
That's everything, man.
Okay, thank you. For Matt Armstrong, I'm Mike Toper. Be easy, Oswego.
Good night, guys.
Oswego takes home 5-3, 5-2 victory. Their first win in 4 years. That's what's next.
I'm Gary Yate.
I'm Jenna Wen.
I'm Matt Armstrong.
I'm Mike Toper. Be easy, Oswego.